if you look at anybody who's trying to get to Formula One, there's a kind of natural progression, and a lot of people start in karting. Unfortunately, I didn't. But karting will teach you the basic skills of throttle control, steering, and trying to go faster and be competitive and overtaking manoeuvres. And when you come to an indoor circuit, it's very similar. National or international karting, of course, is incredibly expensive because it's rather like motor racing. You're throwing new tyres on it, new engine rebuilds, travelling to circuits and everything else. But here, on this indoor circuit, you've got the natural thrill of racing a kart, but without having to sell the house to do it. So there are elements that are exactly the same as far as you're trying to place a car, and you're trying to use the throttle and the brakes correctly and making sure that you're not upsetting it. And of course you're looking at improvement all the time on the lap time. And with that in mind, it's exactly the same as top level motor racing. But as you would suspect, when you start going aboard Formula One, it becomes a lot more technical and a lot more people involved.
When you're going around the track, sometimes it's easy to forget where you are and you go back to the Formula One days?
No, it's not that quick. No, I'm done. When I'm in a car, here as an example, I'm just trying to maximise, the engine I've got, the tyres I've got, and the circuit I've got. So it's just trying to think, okay, how can I make this little thing go quicker? And that's fun for me, just to say, okay, I'm not at 200 miles an hour, but I'm just trying to make this thing go as fast as possible.
I'm sure you get asked this all the time, but totally different topic now. What's it like being the Stig?
Well, I was the original Stig, so it's been a while now, but it was good fun. I've always enjoyed driving, so when we had some really lovely cars on the Top Gear test circuit, it was exactly what I'm saying about the cars. I'd apply the same approach to just think, how can I make this car go a little bit faster? What can I do to get it on that leaderboard and give it that presence to say, right, I've done the very best job I can, that's as fast as that thing will go. So, and that's the reward that I used to try and get, it's, that's it.
It seems to be one of the coolest jobs in the world. Is that what you experienced? Is that your experience of it?
I think that I'm just delighted that the programme gives so many people, both in the UK and internationally, an awful lot of pleasure. And obviously it's been fantastic that people really have taken to the secret racing driver, the Stig. But I came out after a few seasons of Top Gear, and then the newspapers got hold of the fact it was me, so it was very much in the public domain that I was ex-Stiggy, and so it's nice to talk to people about the show now and everything else. So there were aspects of the job which were great, but it was a job to me because I was a racing driver, and even at the time of being Stiggy, I was racing for Audi at Le Mans and other places. So it was that approach that I've always employed, whether it be the Stig or being Perry, the racing driver.
Is it hard to keep stuff like that secret when you were doing the job?
There was quite a few people who probably guessed it was me, but that was the nature of the game, was to really not talk about it, otherwise it would spoil the surprise.
Sure, definitely. Well done.
Thank you.
Fantastic.